Yes, Frank?
Mr. Kinane is here to see you.
Oh, send him in. Now, welcome back to San Francisco, Tex.
Good to be back, Mr. Quinn.
Sit down. Oh, what'd you get in town?
By the clock 2 hours ago.
From the point of view of the Remington Detective Agency, you did a bang-up job in that investigation.
Thank you.
In view of the evidence you collected, I'm confident we can take those people into court and secure a conviction. Oh, Mr. Remington asked me to extend to you his personal commendation.
It's very nice, Mr. Remington. I appreciate it.
I also appreciate the fact that I've got 60 days vacation coming to me.
Oh, I can just see it now. Some good food, some shows. And incidentally, there's a very beautiful blonde in San Francisco by the name of Dolores. That young lady and I are going to get mighty well acquainted.
Well, I'm afraid that vacation and Dolores will have to wait a while, Tex.
Wait for what?
Come over here. See that place?
Australia?
I have orders to ship you off to our Sydney office on the first boat out of here.
You know my vacation is due. What if I refuse to go?
You won't.
Oh, I won't? If I do, you think I'm going to leave this country and go to Australia with a lot of kangaroos and aboriginals? You're wrong. Well, that's what I told Quinn, anyhow.
Yeah? And what did he say?
Here I am. Thank you very much for bringing me here.
Shouldn't I wait?
No, I don't think so. No telling how long it'll take. You know, you're beautiful enough to be named Dolores.
Dolores,
That's right.
don't forget. I'll be expecting you.
I'm doing a little expecting myself. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You understand, of course, the United States cannot extradite anyone until he's been apprehended by the local authorities. In this case, the New South Wales Mounted Police. So even though this man Spengler's been charged with a vicious murder, and a warrant's been issued by California, he must be arrested before anything of an official nature can be done.
Clear as mud. So I have to give up my vacation, come all the way out to Australia, and try and ferret out some man whom nobody seems to know anything about. Maybe John Spengler's smarter than I am. Maybe he didn't come to Australia. You don't even know that, Mr. Fanning.
But we do know his modus operandi. In case you've forgotten your Latin, that means the way he operates.
Thank you.
Spengler's known to have been in Virginia City soon after the boom started. In the Yukon, in Cripple Creek, wherever a new gold strike occurred. And in none of these places was it long before a series of gold thefts from the mines occurred. Then these were followed by stagecoach and express robberies.
For that reason, you assume the Spenglers and Gold Star.
It's more than likely.
Nothing has happened in Gold Star. Or has it?
There have been mine robberies. The first step in the Spengler's usual attack. So, Remington Detective Agency has been retained by the Slade Express Company to see that the next step... These people are carrying a lot of gold between Gold Star and Port Jackson, and naturally they're worried.
How do I stand, sir?
Like you are now, on your own 2 feet. You've no authority beyond that of coach driver.
Thank you. Coach driver?
I forgot to tell you. You've been hired to drive for the Sladen people. You'll be picked up at your hotel tomorrow morning by another driver named Baldy Muldoon.
All right. This is a mighty big country, Baldy.
Yes.
In some ways reminds me of California. Then again, it's different. These flies are a doggone nuisance.
Oh, I've seen more.
Is that why you wear the corks in your hat?
You Americans know everything.
Yeah, I guess we do. At least we think we do. How much further?
Oh, about 5 miles.
Hey, Baldy, there goes some more. Look.
Oh, the bush is full of them. Come on.
Who besides you drives for Sladen, Baldy?
Only Harrison, since Dutch Crowther went.
Went where?
Down. Or maybe up. He was killed.
Accident?
No accident about it. Dutch broke a wheel of his coach. Went in the bush to try and find something to repair it with. The Miles got him.
Miles? They're the Aboriginals, aren't they?
Yeah. They're the 100% Australian. Like your Indians, you're 100% American.
Hey, wait a minute, Baldy. What are they?
Oh, they're the native bears. They call them the koalas.
Koalas? They're cute. Yeah?
You can't tell the Americans anything. Get up, get up.
Easy, fella. Easy, boy.
I thought you said I couldn't catch a kangaroo. That's only her Joey. She chucked it out to fend for itself. Instinct, that's what it is, instinct.
Is that what you call a baby kangaroo, a Joey?
Yes.
How about you in your bag, Baldy?
Oh, my lunch is in that.
That's all right. You don't need it.
Oh, what are you going to do with that thing?
Gonna keep him. He's gonna be my mascot.
I hope he's got fleas.
I worried about you being out on that patrol last night, Jim.
You did? I'm glad you missed me, but I wasn't on patrol last night.
And you didn't come to see me?
Well, I'm afraid I couldn't.
But why?
I had to investigate a gold mine robbery.
Oh, not another one.
Yes, that makes 3 in the last 2 weeks. We're getting very clever, too. At least they're not leaving as many clues to go on.
Will I see you tonight, then?
I wonder who that is with Baldy.
Hey, Dick, this is my place. Hi, Mr. Corbett.
Hello, Mr. Muldoon.
Howdy, ma'am.
Howdy.
Glad to see you, son.
Hello, Baldy. Yes, he's an American, all right.
Now, why do you say that?
No one but an American would talk to you like that.
He's just trying to be friendly.
Let's hope he doesn't try to be too friendly.
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
I'll ramble on back to the hotel.
Aren't you coming in with me?
Now, Cummings and you'll want to talk about your job. Besides, the missus will be waiting for me to report in. When you're through, come on back to Currency Ranch.
All right, I will. Thanks a lot, Baldy.
Ain't nothing to thank me for. Come on.
Eat up. Come on.
You coming? That's me. Oh, you must be the new driver from Fort Jackson. Call that a first-rate guest. Pardon the glove. Certainly. Well, Roo, eh? It's all right if I let him run around in here? Sure, just put him down. You know, these things are 2 a penny out here. They and rabbits are Australia's worst pests. I'd turn him loose if I were you.
Oh, not Joey. I got a hunch he's going to bring me luck.
You're a sight for sore eyes, Kinane. Doesn't seem there's anything wrong with yours. No, but it's a relief to know that a man of your ability is going to thoroughly investigate the situation here. Thank you. There was another mine robbery last night, you know. I understand your company hasn't been hit yet. Not yet. Well, then how does it affect you? Well, naturally, if the miners lose their gold right at the source, they have less of it to ship through here. What about your local police? Don't they have anything at all to go on? Not a whisper. Sergeant Penrose and his men are working on the case. Sergeant Penrose? Oh, yes, Baldy pointed him out to me this morning coming in town. Incidentally, that was a beautiful girl he was with. Oh, that'll be Mary Corbett. She's an American. Oh, an American, huh? Yes, her father's got a small claim here. Not very successful so far. Are there any other Americans around? Only a lawyer named Moeller. If a man Spengler's in Gold Star, he's either Moeller or Corbett. You know, it's not so hard for a man to pose as being an Australian. Spengler might be doing that. Could be. You know, I could have sworn I saw a shadow moving outside that window. I guess I must be getting jumpy. I'll just keep one jump ahead of your imagination. You'll be all right. All right, poor little fellow. Huh? Who? Oh, you know, the first thing you know, they'll be calling you the Kangaroo Kid. You'll find Australia's a great country for nicknames. He must be starved. He hasn't had anything to eat since early this morning. I'll take you over to Currency Lass right away. Oh, incidentally, when do I take the coach to Port Jackson? Oh, well, there'll be a gold shipment going out in a day or two. I'll let you know. Thank you.
You know something, Stella? That politics will be tore out after that kangaroo. We were going like the wind. But of course, I was way out ahead of him. But he hung on. Oh, I'll say that for him. He hung on all right.
Look out, here comes your missus. Stella, how many times have I told you not to serve Mr. Muldoon? But Mrs. Muldoon... If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Nobody serves him but me, and that's not often. He's your husband. Yes, he is. And I'm ashamed to admit it. Oh, I may be married to him, but this pub's mine.
Yes, what it is.
Well, get along and see what the men will have. All right. That girl's getting a bit above herself. Too many strangers coming in here, putting ideas into her head.
They couldn't put any new ones into Stella's head. You know, Ma, you're looking wonderful.
Oh, stop your flattering.
Oh, I'm not flattering, Ma.
And put that bottle down. We'll get no more today.
Oh, I have a heart, Ma.
I have a heart, don't worry, and it's in the right place.
Yes, in the till.
That's right. What did you say?
All right, all right. Go on the way you're going, and you'll make a fortune. But don't forget, you're still the wife of B.B. Muldoon.
Is that meant for us?
No, Mr. Romero. It was meant for me. Just a homecoming greeting from the dear little wife.
Mind if me and Ruby join you, Mr. Coburn? You'll join me whether I like it or not. Hey, Stella, bring us something to drink. You know what we want, sweetheart.
Don't call me sweetheart. If I can't find better than you, I'll die an old maid.
Thought you'd like to know another American came into town today. A fella called Kinane. Kinane? He's supposed to be a new driver for the Sladen outfit. I think he's a spy. Or maybe even a company detective. What makes you say that? I heard him and Cummins talking. He's out there now, looking the town over as though he owns it. Kinane. Does the name mean anything to you, Mr. Corbett? The name Spengler? Spengler? This fella Kinane was talking about somebody called Spengler. Wait here. Maybe I can tell you something when I get back.
Here are your drinks. I hope you both choke on them.
You know, you really do love me, don't you, sweetheart?
Oh, I certainly do.
Oh! I'll tame you yet, you little cat.
Come in. Oh, it's you. I'm working on a case for court next week, so make it brief.
Mr. Mola, I just heard some news from Romero that has me worried.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. You're always worried about something.
I can't help it. I don't like this business. I never have.
Now listen to me, Corbett. I've heard your pleas and your arguments so many times I know them by heart. Now, once and for all, you're in this thing with me, no matter how you got there. And you're going to stay till I'm ready to get rid of you. Now, what's bothering you this time?
There's a newcomer in town. From home.
Who?
A man named Kinane.
Kinane? Tex Kinane?
Do you know him?
No, but I've heard of him. If it's Tex Kinane, he's an operative for the Remington Detective Agency. One of the biggest in the world. Did he tell you what he was doing here?
He's supposed to be driving for Sladen. But he's really here to look for Spengler.
Oh. So that's it. Looking for Spengler.
Now you know why I'm so anxious to clear out of Gold Star.
Sit down, Corbett. We're going to stay right here. I think I know a way to outwit Kinane at his own game.
Hi, fellas. Oh, finally got here, Baldy.
Oh, welcome to my pub. Where have you been?
Sure enjoy the sights of Gold Star.
You look like a mother kangaroo. Here, come over here. Stella, Ma. Stella, come and meet my new cobber.
What's the cover, Baldy?
Oh, I don't know what they call it in the United States. You see, they use a lot of foreign words for most everything over there. But a cobber, well, he's a mighty good friend on this side of the Pacific.
Oh, you mean a pal?
Well, it could be.
We're still waiting, Baldy.
Ma, meet Tex Kinane. He's
How do
an
you do?
American. And Tex, this is my plates and dishes.
What?
My missus.
Well, I'm very happy to know you, Mrs. Muldoon.
Welcome to our hospitality, Mr. Kinane, such as it is. Baldy tells me you'll be staying with us for a while, so I fixed up a comfortable bed for you.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure I'll enjoy my stay here.
Tex, this is Stella.
Stella Gray. I'm glad you're going to be staying here, Mr. Kinane.
Stella? Are you sure it isn't Dolores?
Of course. Why?
Well, I don't know. I guess I just like the name, that's all. What about a drink, Baldy?
There's a man of my own heart. I'll have a... How about it, Ma?
All right. Just one.
Yes, Mrs. Muldoon.
You know, I could swear that was a kangaroo.
Well, I have it on very good authority, Mrs. Muldoon, that that's actually what it is. Aren't you, Joey? Your happiness and success, ma'am, and to the most beautiful girl I've seen in Australia.
Thank you. I'll take the baby Roo if you like. I have a way with animals.
Stella, do be forward.
Well, I'd be much obliged if you would take care of Joey. Dolores?
The name is Stella. I'll take him out back.
Care for another drink, Baldy?
Wait till Ma's gone. Hey. See those two over there?
Yeah?
Watch out for them. They're bad, mighty bad. The young one's Phil Romero. The other's his cobber, Roby. Uh-oh.
And you're around here. That bother you?
We ain't bothered about nothing. American, eh?
Baldy, what were you telling me about the new stage route to Carpenter River?
I was talking to you.
Go ahead and talk if it makes you feel any better. In this country, we reckon it's flash to carry a gun like that.
Man's out of flesh or he's scared.
Flashness don't get a man anywhere. Flashness. That's a good word. Remind me to remember that, will you, Baldy?
I'll make a note of it.
You use that gun, Yankee?
Romero, you and Roby, take yourselves out of here. I don't want your business.
Easy, Ma, easy.
I'll back my cobra against any Yank. You will? Yeah. He's the best shot round here. What?
With anything.
Romero, get out of here with that gun.
See that picture at the end of the bar?
Kind of pretty, isn't it?
What do you think this is, Romero? A shooting gallery? Now get out!
Reckon that gun of yours looks pretty good for show, mate.
Go on, Tex. Show him.
Where?
Right to the old man's head. Look! Right to the man's hand, and he didn't even aim.
That was a fluke shot. You want to get too funny around here, mister?
Oh, look out! Stop him! Go on! Hit him!
Wait a minute.
Who might you be, mister?
I might be anyone, but don't expect an apology. This is a private fight.
I don't want apologies, I want answers. I'm Sergeant Penrose of the State Mounted Police. Now, who are you?
Tex Canane, new driver for Sladen.
Did you fire those shots?
One of them. Romero fired the first one, Sergeant. He came in here and got nasty and shot that picture over there. Then my copper, the Kangaroo Kid, Tex Canane, he showed him how to really shoot. And that's how the fight started.
Are you laying any complaint, Mrs. Muldoon?
Not against Mr. Canane. If I do any complaining, it'll be on the other two.
Since you're a stranger here, I'll give you a little advice, Canane. You may as well learn our ways right from the start. We don't carry 6 guns in this part of the world.
Oh, no? What was he carrying?
You'll hear about that from me.
Well, that'll help a lot.
I represent the law here.
Where I come from, a man has to protect himself.
Well, you're in Australia now, so watch your step. You're going to run into a lot of trouble from me.
Thanks for the tip, Sergeant. I'll try and stay out of your way. I think I'll go to my room and wash up.
All right, bring these men along with you. I want to talk to them.
I'll show you where it is.
Thank you.
But you'll have to hurry, Mr. Canane. It's tucker time.
What?
Tucker time. That means time to eat. We've got a lot to learn about Australia.
You as my teacher, willing to learn everything.
Get on, Corporal. Forward.
Hello, Jim.
Hello, darling. Is your father home?
No, Dad left for the mine hours ago. Why did you say that?
Oh, somehow I feel he doesn't like me coming here.
Now, that's just your imagination. Dad likes you an awful lot.
I like him an awful lot, too. I've always considered him top candidate as a father-in-law. Of course, that's entirely up to his very lovely daughter. How do you feel about that, Mary?
I can't say, Jim, much as I'd like to.
Well, I don't see why not.
It's because I can't make any plans right now. For the past few days, Dad's been talking about giving up the mine and moving away from Gold Star.
But he can't do that. I know the mine hasn't been any too successful, but still it's paying something.
I don't know what it is, Jim, but something's troubling Dad. Maybe he's worrying about you.
Me?
Remember the other day when you had that trouble with Tex Canane?
Yes.
Dad was in the bar at the time.
Yes, I know. I saw him. What's that got to do with it?
No, I'm only teasing, Jim. But that very night, Dad began to seem upset and talked about returning to the States.
Well, we'll just have to talk him out of that.
I hope we can. I've been very happy here.
Good morning, Cummings.
Well, what can I do for you, Mr. Corbin?
I've got a little gold dust to ship to Port Jackson. I came in to find out when the next coach is leaving here.
At noon today. Your shipment can go right along with the rest.
Oh, that's fine. I'll bring it over in a little while, and you can weigh it up for value. Thanks. Hey, I hope Baldy Muldoon is driving the coach. Somehow I always feel safer when I know he's in charge.
No, Baldy's not driving today. We've got a new man. Tex Canane, an American. I don't know whether you know him or not.
No, I don't. But a new man with a lot of gold?
Oh, don't you worry about Tex. He's as reliable as they come. Anyway, there'll be the usual guard up on top.
Well, it must be all right if you say so. I'll bring the dust over here right away.
Righto.
No? I don't know.
I guess I made a bad mistake.
Why?
I picked up Joey here to be my mascot, and he's having all the luck.
Poor little thing was nearly starved.
Oh, he eats all the time.
Suppose you were a baby kangaroo separated from your mother.
Oh, that's all, sister. When you start supposing I were a kangaroo. Come up here.
But, kid...
Oh, the name is Tex, remember? Have you got me confused with my rival?
You have no rival. That is, no special one. But everybody's calling you kid, so you'll just have to put up with it.
Yeah, I guess so. Should have left him where I found him. How do you do? Hello.
Stella, if anybody asks from me, I'll be up at Corbett's mine.
I'll tell him. Mr. Moeller, this is Mr. Canane, the new driver for Slade.
Oh, hello, Mr. Canane.
Happy to know you.
From California?
That's right. What's your hometown?
Seattle, Washington? But I'm a good Australian now, aren't I, Stella?
You certainly are. Mr. Moeller's a solicitor.
Solicitor? For what?
Lawyer to you.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, I'm here really for my health.
Oh, your health, huh?
Yes, Seattle's a rather wet town. This dry mountain air is good for my lungs.
No doubt. How long ago did you leave the state?
No, I don't know. 6, 7 years.
We'll undoubtedly see a lot of each other. I live here, too.
Well, that's splendid. Drop into my room anytime you want to. We'll have a chat about America.
Thank you, I will.
Goodbye.
Bye. I heard Baldy tell Ma Muldoon you're driving the coach today.
That's right.
I wish you weren't.
Why?
I should be away 3 days.
Stella, you surprise me. All the men that come into the pub, I figured you'd be...
Oh, they're all either fresh or grouchy old sots.
I'm different?
Yes. I'd better go in now. Ma'll be screeching her head off. Good luck on the trip.
Hi, partner. Corbett's mine around here?
Corbett long walkabout up mountain.
Thanks. What's your name?
Me, Death Adder Joe, police tracker.
Death Adder. It's a poisonous snake, isn't it?
Yeah. Make 'em fine tucker roasted.
Well, I suppose so, if you like it.
You shoot any gun, me look it.
Good. Don't you carry a gun?
No, Big fella bird.
Oh, boomerang. See you throw it.
You watch.
Hey, let's see you do that again. Hey, that was a humdinger. You mind if I have a throw?
No. But you watch him, bird fella.
Oh, I'll watch, all right.
Look at it go. Why didn't it come back to me? Like yours did.
Hey, that thing could kill a man.
Kill him. Knock him about.
I'll say it'd knock him about. Well, thanks a lot.
Here, you keep him.
That's mighty nice of you. Well, so long. Hello. Corbett around?
No. Left here a while ago.
Know where he went?
No. Said he was gone to the express office.
Moeller looking for him?
No. Oh, I didn't see him. Want to tell me who you are?
No. It's a secret.
How did you make out at the express office?
I've just come from there. Cummings weighed in my dust and had figured out the $1,760-odd. So the state should be carrying about $8,000 to $10,000. All I want is another crack at that Yank Canaan.
You can say that again for me.
Well, you boys will get your chance. It all works into my plan. Not only do we get the gold, but Canaan will be blamed for the robbery.
Well, I've done my job, but frankly, I don't like it.
Well, it doesn't make any difference whether you do or not. You go on back to the mine, keep your mouth shut. Go on, get out of here. Corbett's getting a little bit dangerous. One of these days, we may have to get rid of him. You boys know your job. I don't want any slip-up.
What about Anderson and Hennessy?
They know theirs. Come on, let's go.
All set, Pete? Right. Damn, holiday. Yeah.
You boys take your places on that road.
Get down. Come on.
That's nice work, boys. Now get that tree out of here. Romero, you and Anderson take Kinane back into the bush. Don't leave him near the road.
Why bother about that? We can knock him off right here.
You can, but you won't. I planned this thing to the last letter. Leave his gun and his hat and everything else with him. It'll make it look more convincing.
Want us to meet you at the hideout?
No, we'll take the gold up there. We'll drive the coach back here someplace. We'll meet where we were this morning. Romero knows where that is. Come on, boys. Hurry it up. Roby, drive this coach up to the hideout. Hennessy and I will follow you.
Any news, Sergeant?
Well, my men just brought in the coach.
Well?
Just what we expected. It had been robbed.
And what about my man, Kinane?
Well, I thought they'd find him somewhere near the spot where the guard was killed. They didn't. Nor did they see any sign of him where they found the coach itself about 10 miles further down the road.
Well, they must have kidnapped him.
Or Kinane killed the guard and stole the gold.
Oh, you'll never make me believe that. Not with his recommendations.
Did you know Kinane before he came here?
Only by reputation.
Then this man could be an imposter.
He could be, but I doubt it.
Well, I'm taking my man down to the spot where Pete was killed.
Well, I sincerely hope they find Kinane. To say nothing about the gold.
Oh, it won't take death out of Joe long to get on the track. You know how these aboriginals are. Their keen eyesight and sense of smell, they can follow a man right across Australia. And Joe's one of the best. I wouldn't ship out any more gold if I were you till we get a line on Kinane.
I don't intend to. Hi, Duckbill.
What did you find, Joe?
Horses go walk about that way, boss.
How many horses?
Tracks say 3.
All right, you better get on your horse and we'll follow the tracks.
This way, boss.
glad to see you, Sergeant. I was beginning to think I'd never find my way out of here.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. Don't take your gun, Canane.
Why?
You're under arrest.
Under arrest? You must be joking.
Far from it. You're wanted for highway robbery and murder.
Ma, Stella, have you heard the news?
Is it about Tex? Has he come back?
Sergeant Jim found him. He's been arrested.
Arrested? What for?
In connection with the coach robbery?
Oh, it's more serious than robbery. The kid's facing a murder charge.
Tex had nothing to do with Pete's murder. He's innocent, I know he is.
I know too, Stella.
Well, I'm not so sure.
Why, Ma, how can you say such a thing?
I learned a long while ago that whenever Baldy's that sure of a thing, it's time to believe something different.
There's no proof against Tex, no real proof, is there, Baldy?
All I know is he's in jail.
Well, then we've got to help him. He needs friends and encouragement.
Or a solicitor. Did I hear anybody mention the word solicitor? I hope you three haven't become involved in any legal entanglements.
No, this concerns Tex.
Oh, Canane, what's he been up to?
Nothing, Mr. Muller, no matter what they say.
Oh, what do they say?
Only gossip, you understand. But rumor has it that the kid's behind Pete's murder and the gold robbery.
Oh, so that's it. Yes, I heard yesterday someone had been arrested. I'm sorry, it'd have to be a fellow countryman of mine.
Well, now that you know, won't you try to help him?
Well, it's rather hard for me to help him, Stella, if he's guilty.
But what if he's innocent?
Sure, like if someone was trying to make him look guilty.
He might even know who it is and is keeping it quiet until his trial.
Yes, I think you have something there. Don't worry. I'll give him every bit of help I'm able to.
We'll have Tex out of this yet, Ma.
Well, I hope so for his sake. He certainly needs all the legal help he can get.
And all the coppers he can get, too. I'll go with Mr. Muller.
You're not leaving this pub until I say so. Here.
Me? Swap floors?
And why not?
Because I'm going...
You're going to what?
I'm going to swap floors.
I want to see Tex Canane.
All right. Here he is. Don't belong.
Hello, Canane. Remember me?
Sure, Mr. Moeller. Lawyer, I believe.
Yes, from what I gather, you're in need of one. Got yourself in quite a scrape, haven't you?
Oh, I've been in scrapes before.
Yes, but this is serious. You're in Australia now.
Well, I can be in Australia and still be innocent, can't I?
Well, that's what I came to talk to you about. I think I can get you out of this.
You're very optimistic. A guard was killed, a shipment of gold was stolen, I was slugged, and I haven't the slightest idea who did it.
Makes your position pretty hopeless, doesn't it?
Can't hang a man on suspicion.
Don't you think so? Canane, you're snowed under by circumstantial evidence. Even though you're clear yourself, the miners whose gold was stolen might not accept the verdict.
Well, as a lawyer, Mr. Moeller, what would you suggest?
As a lawyer, nothing. But as one fellow American to another, I would suggest that you get out of Australia when you get the chance.
Thanks. I'll think it over.
Do that. Oh, by the way, it promises to be a rather warm evening. I think I'd sleep with the window open if I were you. All right, officer.
Come in, Jim.
Hello, darling. I came over as soon as I got your message. Anything wrong?
I'm afraid so. Dad's gone up to the mine. He's decided to close it down at once and leave Gold Star.
But why?
He says the loss of that last gold shipment has just about ruined him financially.
You don't believe that, do you? Hey, You think there's something else behind your father's decision?
Jim, do you suppose that somehow Dad could be mixed up in that awful affair?
Of course not. Why should I? I've got Kinane. He's guilty enough for me.
Boss, Joe got word, jailer man. Canaan fella go walk about in Big Alley.
You mean he's broken jail?
You bet.
Why, Joe? I'm sorry, Mayor. It seems as if Joe and I have a job out of it.
Tex, what are you doing here? Shh. You were released. Mr. Muller said he'd do all he could.
Did he tell you he's going to slug the jailer and toss the key through my cell window?
What are you talking about?
How much does anyone around here know about Muller?
No more than anyone knows of Spengler.
Spengler? Where did you hear that name?
From Art Cummins today. I went to the Sladen office to ask him to help you. He told me why you were in Australia, but made me promise not to tell.
Well, I'm glad he told you. Now we can talk straight. Suppose we get back to Muller.
Do you think he and Spengler are the same man?
If he is, he's being mighty clever about it.
And mighty sociable. He's in there enjoying his usual nip of rum.
This might be a good chance to search his room.
There's a back stairway. You aren't likely to be seen.
Thanks. Hurry back to the bar before you're missed and see if you can stall Muller for 10 minutes.
Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Dad?
It's the only thing.
But all we'd hoped and planned for is right here in Gold Star.
Not any longer. I've reached a point where I can't stand this town any longer. I've even taken a sudden dislike to Australia. I'm going to stop the pack.
Dad, I don't know what to say. I don't want to let you go away alone, and yet I have to think of myself and Jim. After all, our love means something.
Of course it does, my dear. You do have to consider your happiness. It would be wrong for you to do otherwise.
I didn't realize it had become so serious between you two.
Still, I can't let that alter my decision. Whether you come away with me or stay here because of Jim is something you must decide for yourself.
Either way, my dear, you know you have my blessing.
You seen Kinane?
No.
Well, I have. I caught him snooping around my room. He picked up a piece of evidence that'll mean trouble for all of us.
Yeah? Well, when we catch up with him.
I think you'll find him at Corbett's.
Corbett's got a loose tongue. I don't trust him.
Neither do I. That'd better be all for both of them.
I heard you were in jail.
That's right.
How did you get in here?
Through that window, Well, you've dropped in at a rather inconvenient time. I'm somewhat involved.
You've been involved before, usually with the law.
What do you mean?
Well, let's see. You served time in Colorado a few years back. And there was the case in Missouri, robbery on both counts.
Where did you hear all this?
It's a matter of record. I got it from Moeller.
Moeller? He wouldn't tell you that.
You seem quite familiar with his habits, Corbett. Or is it Spengler? I'm listening anytime you're ready to talk.
I've nothing to say. You're wasting your time. I'm not Spengler.
No, but I've got enough on you to make you swing for him.
I had nothing to do with that stage robbery. My own gold was lost, wasn't it?
Sure, that was part of the scheme to frame me for its loss. You found out I'd gotten out of jail, got panicky, and decided to skip.
That doesn't prove I'm Spengler.
No, but it proves you know who he is. Now, talk!
If it's ever found out I said anything, I'm finished.
That can work two ways. You haven't much choice, Corbett.
All right. You win, Kinane. Spengler has been behind everything. He's here in Gold Star now, posing as...
What are you doing here? Ted! He's dead.
I'm sorry.
You killed him.
No, I didn't.
You deliberately sneaked in here like a thief and killed him.
Mary, I thought I heard shots from over here.
Jimmy's dead.
Well, Kinane, I knew I'd catch up with you, but I didn't think it'd be this way.
You have your opinion, but I have mine, and you're going to listen to it. Miss Corbett, the men that murdered your father are the same men that robbed the stagecoach and framed me.
You're not very convincing. If they were trying to frame you, why did they kill Mr. Corbett?
They had to. He was just about to reveal the name of the man I've been looking for.
Now, if you only had the proof.
Give me 24 hours without interference, and I'll hand you the proof.
You must take me for a fool, Kinane.
If I did, Sergeant, I wouldn't be asking favors. I'd be taking them. Give me the time, and I'll give you the real criminal. Guilty of half a dozen gold robberies and 2 murders.
Well, it looks as if I'll have to give you the 24 hours, Kinane. But that's all.
I'm very sorry this had to happen, Miss Corbett.
Hello, Stella.
What do you have?
A kiss, sweetheart.
Sorry, I'm all out of kisses, but I'll be glad to give you the back of my hand.
Well, if that's as weak as your brandy, we wouldn't fail it. We'll order later.
Any news?
Name's gone bush. No one's found a trace of him.
Nobody's tried to. Not even Jim Penrose. That's what bothers me.
Well, why should it? It looks as though we're rid of Kinane.
It only looks that way. He's probably laying low, waiting for a chance to strike.
Well, what'll we do?
Get out of Gold Star while we have the chance. I booked passage on the stage. Baldy's driving it. He's got a shipment of gold. We'll follow the plan we decided on last night.
We'd better get word to Anderson and Hennessy.
Right.
What on earth took you so long? I'm due in Port Jackson on an important case.
Sorry, Mr. Muller. I was detained at the stable. But don't worry. We'll get there on time.
We'll see that you do.
Baldy, wait for me.
Hello, Mary. You're not taking this stage, are you?
Yes, I am.
Well, that's a pleasant surprise. I'll be very glad for your company.
You won't find me very happy company, Mr. Moeller. I'm making the trip to arrange for Dad's funeral.
Yes, I know, my dear. I'm sorry. I'll try to make your journey as comfortable as possible.
Tex, where have you been all this time?
Trying to uncover a trace of the stolen gold. I haven't learned a thing.
I did. Moeller left aboard the coach for Port Jackson half an hour ago.
Moeller did?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Things are finally starting to fit together.
What is?
There's a large gold shipment on that coach.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
I kept out of sight last night, convinced that my disappearance would worry Spengler into showing his hand. Moeller fell right into our trap by taking the stage.
Then Moeller is Spengler.
Just as sure as Joey can jump. I'm going to follow the stage. You tell Jim Penrose. Tell him I've still got 4 hours. Yeah!
Mary, this may come as a great surprise to you, but I've been considering the matter for some time. As a matter of fact, your father and I have discussed it frequently.
Discussed what, Mr. Moeller?
Well, to put it bluntly, my dear, I have a great affection for you.
But that's ridiculous.
Why do you say that?
Well, the great difference in our ages, for one thing, and the fact that I'm in love with someone else.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I still think you ought to give it great consideration. I'm not accustomed to taking no for an answer.
Well, whether you do or not, Mr. Moeller, it's completely out of the question.
Very well.
Thanks, fella. We'll cut across country and overtake them.
Do hurry, Sergeant.
All right, men, follow me at the gallop.
We better get ready. Coach will be along in a minute.
Which one do I take?
You take the guard. I'll take Baldy.
All right, here they come.
Get that high-grade ore aboard.
We better get out.
No, you don't need to. You won't be harmed.
How do you know?
Well, that's easy. These men are working for me.
For you?
Yes.
Why, you must be the man Tex is looking for.
For your information, Mary, your father worked for me, too.
wait a minute.
What are you going to do with me?
That depends on you. Come on, get back in.
Shall we make for Port Jackson?
No, not right now. Take this coach to the place we talked about last night.
Take it away.
All right.
Baldy, old man, are you all right?
You're a real copper, kid. I knew I could count on you.
Now, take it easy. Let me have a look at this shoulder.
Oh, it ain't just serious. Besides, I'm too tough to die.
Well, you made good use of your 24 hours, Canaan. With Corbett killed and this man wounded. Where's the guard?
He's up the road, dead.
That's 2 men dead and Baldy wounded.
It wasn't Dick Sarge.
That's right, Penrose. I found out that Moeller was aboard the coach together with a shipment of gold. I sent word to you, and then I tried to overtake the coach.
Who shot you, Baldy?
Romero and Roby and 2 other fellas. They had boss on, but I'd know them any time.
Well, now I can tell you the truth. Moeller's wanted in the United States for murder. He's here under the name of Spengler. John Spengler.
Spengler? Spengler, yes. I remember seeing a police bulletin on him. How come you know
I
anything?
came to Australia to find him. I work for the Remington Detective Agency.
A Remington man, eh?
Hey, Miss Corbett's in that coach.
Come on, Yank. Let's go and get him.
I'm sorry to have to leave you like this, Baldy.
That's all right, pal. I'll be right to come back.
Valentine, take care of Baldy.
care of him.
Good work. Take him into town.
Oh, you silly Uncle Luke. You haven't done that in years.
Well, you never kept your mouth shut long enough.
What?
Take good care of Joy.